Hello, I am Sola Alfred. Welcome to the HTS Epoll. It's your opportunity to weigh in on the most pressing issues of the day. The Epoll is brought to you by Flow for the moments that move us.
Paying is faster and easier with Flow FastPay. Use your MasterCard or Visa and pay from anywhere. Log on to discoverflow.co/fastpay and press Consumer. Select your country and enter your account number. Enter the amount to be paid and an email address. Enter your credit card information. You'll receive a payment confirmation with the transaction details, along with a receipt to your email address. It's fast, safe, and easy. Flow, keeping you connected.
Fishers and farmers are clamoring for monetary assistance as opposed to donation in the form of agricultural supplies. They say they should be treated no differently from other sectors of the economy. The government said it had promised assistance by the way of supplies and agricultural inputs. The farmers disagree. So we ask, should the fishers and farmers affected by the new coronavirus be treated like all other sectors and provided with monetary assistance rather than supplies of seeds and inputs? We tallied the numbers on our voting platforms, and here is how you voted. 83% said yes and 17% said no. We also took to the streets to get your opinion, and here's what you had to say.
I believe that the farmers and the fishers, like anybody else in the different sectors, should get monetary support and further to assist them with the seeds and fertilizer. So we give them the full package, because the fishers and the farmers have been neglected for so many years. And until you enter into their business, you can understand what they're going through. The farmers and the fishers need help, a lot of help, and governments should start to assist fishers and farmers. And the money you're giving them, it's small comparison to what they are offering to us as a nation. We need our fishermen and we need our farmers. Let's try to deal with them and treat them as we treat the tourism people.
That inputs business is basically cut that off, because we've been suffering for the longest while. And giving the farmers some money in their hands, they can do better than the inputs. For example, the very first time they closed up the country, I already bought $2,000 worth of goods, vegetables and ground provisions. And I lost all of these things because the country was closed for a long time. I couldn't do a move. And up to now, we've been suffering. I cannot even put that back. I just have to be scratching and taking it hard and making ends meet, so it's very difficult on the farmers.
At first, when I heard about the support for the farmers, the fishermen also, I thought it was in financial support, you understand? And a lot of the farmers and the fishermen, they were expecting financial support also, because none of the men and them have their youth to send to school, and certain things to take care of, you understand? But when his materials or whatever they'll get from the association, from the body in charge of agriculture and solution, it was real sad, So I feel the money would be better, man, in that corona time,
The farmers and fishers, while inputs are necessary for them to continue to provide the country with our food supply. But right now, with the downturn in the economy and people not buying as much as before, I'm sorry, our farmers cannot eat inputs.
The inputs, I'm not saying no to the inputs, but to me, inputs would take too long for this fellows to get a resolution for the problem they're facing right now there. And they are not the only ones facing it. So I'm saying if they're giving, give, collateral to the people who need, like even not only the farmers, even the shoemakers, and nothing about shoemakers. And these people, we had to go, everybody is suffering from that pandemic. Everybody has suffered from it. So we need to be more realistic, in terms of distributing the necessary resources to the people who need it.
Any assistance the government is willing to give the farmers and the fishers, they have to accept, whether it's dry cash, whether it's inputs, as you say. Beggars gonna be choosers. The government have no printing money or no tree shaking to me and pick up money. Government have to raise tax from different avenues to get funds to do things. A lot of St. Lucians believe, well, they just stand by the road and just talking nonsense and think government have a factory printing money. We have to stop that nonsense in this country and educate ourselves, man. Whatever assistance the government want to give, give the government time for them to give them the assistance, man. They're gonna be demand nothing.
Oui, you bougez l'argent tout. Because majority farmer, tout laissez hotel à te fermer. Bon la place la monte kawe yo. De là yo quand comme tomate dos bagay pa ka vendre. OK, c'est moun sa te ka vendre by hotel te fermé. So, yo bougez $600 tout. Yo bougez même ko toutes les autres. Oui, because à chaque farmer tout produit yo gâté. Vous comprenez pas 10 pièces que pour te vendre produit yo. So yo bougez.
Everybody have bills, and school will be open in September. So everybody deserves their money to buy things for the children, to help themselves, to pay their bills. So everybody deserves their money.
Not the hotel people alone.
No, not the hotel people alone. The farmers, the fishermen, everybody deserves it.
Thanks for those responses. Now to our new discussion. The travel and tourism industry is one of the biggest casualties of COVID-19 pandemic. This week, the National Workers Union confirmed that more than 400 employees of St. James Club Morgan Bay Resorts have been made redundant, adding to the swollen ranks of jobless hospitality workers. On Tuesday, Virgin Atlantic filed for bankruptcy protection in the U.S. courts, one of the growing lists of airlines under serious financial pressure. So we ask, do you expect the travel and tourism industry to recover before the end of 2020? Voting is easy. Just log on to htsstlucia.org or Facebook at HTS St. Lucia Official and vote. You can also send your response via text or WhatsApp to 584-4HTS. That's 584-4487. For Flow handset owners, here's a reminder of your special voting platform. From your Flow handset, text your Epoll response to 487. Press 1 to vote yes, 2 for no, 3 no comment, and 4 I don't know. Join the discussion from your Flow device and get the opportunity to win weekly prizes. And our Epoll team is always on the go to get your responses as well. Watch the HTS News Force from 7 p.m. for the results and a new discussion.